Nestled amongst the hills of Paddington, only 4 kilometres from central Brisbane, lies one of Queensland's most important heritage estates, a grand residence surrounded by 14 hectares of formal gardens and native bushland. Currently the official residence and office of Queensland's 26th Governor, His Excellency the Honourable Paul de Jersey AC.
Welcome to Government House, Queensland, the official residence of the Governor. My name is Darren Yupp, the Hospitality Services Manager. In a moment, we'll be going behind the scenes at Fernberg, and along the way you'll be hearing from me as well as some of my colleagues. But for now, let's hear a little bit about the early history of Fernberg. I'll see you inside.
Fernberg was built in many stages. The first in the 1860s in burgeoning Brisbane, when successful German-born merchant Johann Häusler commissioned a grand villa. Completed in 1865, it had a slate roof, airy verandas and an attic in the small tower above a handsome sandstone entrance. Häusler named it Fernberg, German for distant mountain.
We are here in the original 1865 part of the house, which is still very much in use today, including the state dining room, but we'll come back to that later.
Government House is the repository of many items of historical significance. Artworks like this painting by William Robinson and artefacts like this piano stool from Old Government House chart the historical development of Queensland and of Fernberg. By 1872, Häusler was bankrupt and Fernberg was acquired by creditors. It was purchased in 1884 by pastoralist and politician Robert Stevenson, who engaged prominent architect Richard Gailey to transform Fernberg from grand hilltop villa into a striking Italianate mansion, replete with iconic tower and grand entrance, a stately carved cedar staircase and a magnificent stained glass window depicting Scottish hero King Robert the Bruce. Stevenson's fortunes, however, mirrored Häusler's, and in the mid-1890s, Fernberg was mortgaged.
Remember the stool that was mentioned? The Stevenson family continued to live here until 1910, when the stool was brought up, heralding a new era of Fernberg as the official residence of governors.
Old Government House at Gardens Point was the Governor's official residence from 1862 until 1909, when it became part of Queensland's first university. The government then acquired Fernberg in 1910 as a temporary residence while more permanent accommodation was sought. Many original items of furniture, including the stool and the 24-seat state dining table, built from local yellowwood in 1896, were relocated to Fernberg. Royal portraits were to be hung. Important constitutional and administrative duties took place. Fernberg's status as a temporary government house ended in the 1930s, when it became the permanent Vice-regal residence, marked by the addition of the eastern wing, including 2 formal function rooms.
And I'm in one of these 2 rooms, the drawing room, where the Governor receives state callers and the occasional royal visitor, and with Mrs de Jersey hosts functions in support of Queenslanders who make a worthy community contribution. My name is Melanie and I am one of a small team of civilian and uniformed aides. Our role is to facilitate the Vice-regal program and provide protocol advice, such as the playing of the Vice-regal anthem to acknowledge the Governor's presence. Importantly, we seek to ensure the Governor's busy program runs to time, which isn't always an easy task.
The second room, added in the 1930s, later called the Investiture Room, is used for presenting Queenslanders with awards and honours, and for constitutional duties such as swearing in premiers and ministers. A number of other buildings have since been erected on the estate. However, the structure and appearance of the main house remained relatively unchanged until 2015, when 2 lifts and a new covered walkway were added. Fernberg preserves the rich history of our state and people, a distinctly Queensland place where state visitors are warmly welcomed, where remarkable contributions are acknowledged and the finest Queensland hospitality provided. and where the Governor, as the representative of our head of state, Her Majesty the Queen, fulfills important constitutional, ceremonial and community duties. It is a house for all Queenslanders.
We're up here on top of the iconic tower, overlooking the 14-hectare estate of bushland and formal gardens. We hope that you've enjoyed the tour. Keep an eye out on our Facebook page or on the website for your opportunity to have a tour of Government House. Now you'll have to excuse me, the Governor's personal standard is about to be raised, which means that the Governor's about to come into residence, which is my cue to say farewell.